Ding, ding, ding. Nice. What's going on, guys? I'm not late for once. I made it. Just about. Just about made it. Just about made it. So, we've got the BMF title coming up. So, we're going to talk about that in a minute. I wrote some notes down. There's other fights. Obviously, got RDR versus Baralho. I just kind of noted like the fights that I'm interested in, to be honest. What's up, buddy? Rob Font versus Raul Roses. That's a cool one. Dober versus Johnson, RDR Baralho, and obviously the main event. So I'm doing good, bro. You good? We'll give it a minute. I wrote more notes. I wrote loads of notes. I wrote a whole ton of notes, but because I always get sidetracked. I was just reading some news shit earlier. I mean, obviously, give it a minute. Give it a minute because I'm usually late. I think it's become a thing that I'm usually late. So it's a slow build. It's a slow build. Here's my notes. Lewis Hamilton's rant. We had Lewis Hamilton's rant. Mortgages going up because there's a war. Starmer. White House card speculation. Predictions for the White House card, which it's kind of. I guess there's going to be some announcements this week, because maybe around the fight though, because Dana White said there's going to be announcements, so I'd imagine some announcements coming pretty soon. Thank you, Lewis. No word on the next fight or anything yet. Nothing just yet. But there's a few featherweight fights coming up. I'm sure they see how the division plays out and then make a plan from there. You know. What's up, bro? Buzzsaw. Yeah. My favorite royal. I liked Princess Diana because she had a E36, and I'm a big fan of the E36. She had some cool cars. Anyway, that's fine. I hope you're good. Big fan. Thank you, mate. I don't think I will. Well, it's not that I haven't been offered to sign with Eddie, but like I have no issue with my contract and the things at the minute. I'm quite happy. I just got a new contract, so I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think I'm not in the same boat as Tom. I understand why he's frustrated, but yeah, I'm not. I'm not in that business. I get the chaos. What's going on, Finley? Nice, mate. Right, so I'm gonna give it a minute. We'll start talking fights. Who do you think wins Mosvar and Mercy? So I've been asked that one a load, obviously, because I thought Mosvar had they're in my division. But yeah, I think Lerone is gonna get the win. What are my thoughts on Marvel Rivals? I don't know what that is, and if it's a show, I haven't seen it. But thank you for the $4. But yeah, no, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I literally I have no idea. I ain't really playing anything on PlayStation at the minute. I played the UFC game the other day, and like me and my dad were playing it. My dad beat me on it. My wife beat me on it. I didn't play my mum because I was already, you know what I mean. I didn't want to lose to my mum on the UFC game, as well as my wife and dad, who's also like 60 and never played a PlayStation. So I'm pretty shit at it. Like my wife beat me up with John Silver. Yeah, so that's cool. Do I do a lot of zone 2 base cardio? It's a bit personal, isn't it? Everyone beats me. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I think Lerone gets the win. Mainly, I think I think Mosar's going to have to fight out of his style. Regardless what you think, the UFC don't like it. Fans say he's boring. That's the kind of thing. I don't think he's boring. I think he's very entertaining. Can it be a little bit more? This is the thing. I think he could do. It makes no sense. He's so good at controlling, but like there's no submission threat there, right? So I think I think he needs to take the risk and go for the submission and get the sub. Like he needs to get a finish over Lauren to try and get a title shot, and I think that's going to be his undoing in the fight. He's going to make him make mistakes. It's going to lead to openings, and I think I think Laron's catching. Laron's very crafty. Obviously, you saw that with the spinning elbow. He could pull it out of the bag, and he's tough as fuck. He ain't gonna quit and fall down. So yeah, I think Laron's gonna get the win. I think if Evloev sticks to a strategy and does his plan and hold the fence, he could definitely drag the fight out of him and win a decision. But also, yeah, I think the 5 rounds it suits for Laron. I think it's better. Like I would have liked 5 rounds against Evloev when I fought him. I think it was a close fight. I felt like I won it. Whatever. Won't get into it. Won't get into it. But I think he slowed down the scramblings, making him chase the body locks and chase the scrambles. I think he slowed down more than I was. 4 and 5, I think would have been great. But anyway, yeah, Mozo slime him out much better resume. Yeah, I don't know. Both good. Thanks, Petsy. Buy a shirt. Um, yeah. So here's my notes. Here's what we got. Get into it. Yeah, let's get into it, Jack Sparrow. So one thing I want to mention before get fish on my shot. She's not a pony. Before we get into the fights, I saw this. It was translated from Brazilian. Okay, Charles Oliveira, lovely guy, lovely guy. Always dyes his hair blonde. He's disguising his balding by saying it's the hair dye making him go bald. I heard that is a thing, but what a genius play! Like he's just balding, and he's like, "Oh no, the dye, the dye." Everyone, all the fans want the dye. Surely there ain't fans there going like, "Oh, please dye your hair. We need you to dye it." Surely, come on, like no one's sending that message. Surely, like, "Oh, Charles, we need you. You need you to dye your hair, mate. I can't possibly stay up till 4 in the morning if you don't dye your hair." And then he said that's why he's balding because he's doing it for the fans. I'm like, come on, man. Genius, though. Genius, because it's like you're just going bald. But fair play to him. Turkey sorting out. I will not be dyeing my hair. Okay, so first up, I think this is my notes. Like my notes, I just looked through the fight card earlier, and the guys I know, the early premium. There's a guy, Sumadeji. Sumadagio. I don't know. Maybe someone could correct me in the comments how you spell it. But he has one name. His name's Sumadaji. Sumadaji. Um, how many fights before 155 from the Wok? I don't know. Everyone keeps saying to go up a weight. I'm pretty heavy right now. I'm quite heavy right now, but I always get pretty heavy between, and I train with a lot of lightweights. I also train with bantamweights a lot. And to be honest, they're both fucking hard. They both have their own problems. I never feel under strength with the lightweights. Um, I never feel overpowered or anything. No, there's some big, strong lightweights, but I never feel like I can't keep up or I'm not strong enough or I'm undersized. But the only thing is, I don't think I can compete at that elite level at that weight. I don't think so. Where you got guys. Actually, no, that's a lie. I think I could compete. I think I could compete at that weight. I was just thinking of the vision. Like, yeah, no, I think I could. But I think my best is at 145. I've been at 145 since I was like 15 years old. So I've been there a while. And I just think if I have to go up to 155, it's because I want to take money fights. I want to be active and just have. I want to be active anyway, but like I want to be more active and just have fights to make money. You know what I mean? And I'm not there yet, so I just want to fight to win. I want to fight and get to the top. That's the goal right now. But if I'd give up on that, my goals of being champion and all that, then maybe I'll go up to 155 and just kind of do it. What's his name? Donald Cerrone, and just kind of fight whoever, whenever, whenever. I put on good fights. I mean, I'm not there just yet, so we'll see. 100% if you put the accent like translate yeah. But Su Mudaji. So it's two words? Sumudaji. I'm going with Sumudaji, and it's one name because that's sick. He's got one name. I've got three first names. But I'd love to come to Hawaii. I spoke to Max. He said I'm welcome to come out, and I feel like if you get the blessing from the Max himself, yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to come out. I was thinking about offering my services for the Poirier camp, but I was still injured, and to be honest, I don't think he needed me anyway. He did fine, but yeah, would have been cool. I'm also a 5'9" southpaw, so that would have been good. But that was when I was out injured. Su Mudej. Is it two names then? That's a sick nickname. Just Tibetan Eagle was pretty cool, but Arnold actually translates to eagle power, so make of that what you will. Um, nice man, thank you, Airsoft. So we've got Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. It's literally the OG versus the YG. I know Rob. I've sparred with him. He's got like the longest arms. Like you watch him fight, it's all straight shots. He's tough, durable, moves well. Um, I think Rosas should be looking to grapple more. I haven't been there in the camp. I know Rob has been doing his camp at TriStar, but I've actually been at home since the fight. I went home, so I didn't see him for this camp. But yeah, I expect a lot of like straight shots, long straight shots from Rob. I think he'd be putting pressure on him, chasing him down, and I think Raul Rose be. I think you want to show more striking. Face it. I think you want to show more of his striking, and he's young. He's going to want to prove something. And but I think Rob Font's going to do good. I think he's going to keep it at the end of his shots, throw a lot of volume, punches, keep him straight. Yeah, Rob's been coming to try stuff for a couple of years, trained together a bit. They come up for camps. They kind of have the same setup as me. Like Canada just seems to be the worst place to travel to. Like they want to tax you through the ears, so you can't spend too long over there unless you want to become Canadian. Which I mean, fucking no, I don't. But also, we're getting sidetracked. The UK's getting pretty bad with the old tax business too. Everywhere is. Um, man said saliva. Did I? Um, should Holloway get different custom shorts because of the homosexual design? Well, I think they're kind of cool. Font versus Roses comes down to whether or not Roses can be durable on the feet. Font is tough. Oh, for everyone, yeah. Yeah, I think Rob Font is gonna just outvet him. You know what I mean? He's crafty vet, and he's got nasty straight shots. Honestly, his arms are so long. Like when you spar with him, you don't really appreciate how long his arms are, especially at bantamweight. Like he has a crazy reach. It's mad. It's like a weird thing. But yeah, I don't know what the stat is, but he seems to be able to jab you from anywhere. Yeah, fuck them trees. Uh, so next fight I want to talk about, we've got Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. Drew Dober's record, his undefeated record, is on the line. You know what I'm talking about. His undefeated record is on the line. Michael Johnson was supposed to fight on the card I fought on. but Hernandez is involved in some sort of. Oh, thank you very much. Hernandez is involved in some sort of scandal, but I don't know if I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, this is a fun fight regardless. Michael Johnson, you feel bad from getting fucked over on that last fight. Not his fault, obviously. Dober, undefeated record on the line. This is where he does his best work, This is where he does his best work. He has a special record, exactly. Yeah, he does. I don't know. You don't know. Is Michael Johnson going to be the one to snap that record? I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. 'Cause I don't know. He seems Dober's a lovely guy. I've met him. He is a lovely guy. But maybe there's a little something there. Maybe there's a reason he has that record and he's fueled off of hatred. I don't know. I'm not making any accusations, but he seems to turn up for those fights. I will say that he turns up for those fights. Drew Dober fight. Oh yeah, and also Drew Dober has a. I just saw a clip of him earlier. And he looks like that geezer Jim Skin that's going around. He has the same jaw. It cracked me up. Rene Derrida versus Kyle Barano. Max hasn't fought a black guy. Well, we fought, so I mean that's not true. Yeah, we've got RDR. The only note I have on this fight is I think they both lost their last out, so it's a must-win situation. What was the Ritter? His last one was like 4 or 5 months ago. 5 months ago, I think October. But his physique changed quite a bit. I don't know, maybe he got a nutritionist, but he looked good. He looked good. Maybe these new Paramount lights changing that physique. Yeah, Airsoft. I have met Yuri Praska. He's a cool guy, really nice guy. Deborah 1KO, Johnson Silva, that guy, except that's Dober hung in there with Silva. He's got a great chin. Anybody saying Dober is a bot? Are you saying Dober is a robot, or are you saying if they say Dober, they are a bot? Punctuation, brother. RDO is a lot more prepared than last time. Well, how could he be more prepared? He's been out, you know what I mean? He was active, fighting often. And yeah, I don't know. I am a hood member, just like Chaser. Yeah, exactly. I am. I have a pass, but I've never used it. I would never use it. Who would you want to fight next? I don't know just yet. Kyle will put RDR to sleep. Yeah, he could do. Yeah, I could see it. Brendan looked fantastic in the last one. Maybe the Riddle getting tired because he was sick, like he said, and things are off. But I don't know. I've been sick and my physique doesn't change. And then 5 minutes later, when I'm not sick, the physique changes a whole lot. I don't know about that. I'd get need. Get need by RDR full force and still interact with Kai Kara France. Just when he does that tongue thing, innit? That's enough for me to. Oh, Norfolk man here. Favorite band at the moment. Alf Nichols. Thank you for the 99. My favorite band at the moment. I've been having a hard time with music. I'll be honest. I've been like switching up and putting the fucking radio on, listening to Jeremy Vine talk about cycling and stuff. But probably like Fontaine's DC. I think Fontaine's DC is right now. It's my favorite band. I'd say it's probably who I've been listening to at the most. No news. Charles has 0 strike and defense. Yeah, we're not onto that fight yet. Don't rush through the fights. Does RDR get sick because of the weight cut now? No, everyone gets sick. We all get sick. One kept him on the shelf for yeah, that's true. Charles walking through with a high and tight guard and strangling Max round 2. I don't see. I just like no Niraj 7616. See, no, I don't like Jeremy Vine. I think he's a knob. But like BBC Radio One, I can't be driving to the gym in the morning and like it's going like I don't know how people listen to like that shit in the morning driving to the gym. And you put maybe I'm old. I put Radio Two on, and it does the job. It does the job. But there's people in there debating. People have been debating about this new thing about paying people, paying illegals to leave. Jeremy Vine had a whole debate on there. It was quite interesting. I thought it was funny. There was a lot of helmets, and then there were some people coming on, and they were talking about how we should be giving the money to people to come. And I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. But yeah, uplifting progressive house. Exactly. Like in the morning, driving to the gym, that just pisses me off. I don't want to listen to that when I'm sitting in traffic. Anyway, main event: Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. I do need some artwork. I have just moved into this house, Charlie Bacardi, and I do have the artwork. It's just not on the wall yet. There's a cat and a wine glass. There's cat's a lobster thing. There's a thing over there. Some mushrooms. There's just this. It's just been painted. So anyway, main event, BMF title, the baddest motherfuckers around. Sounds cool. Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway, the champ, the BMF champ. Um, Initially, my thoughts, literally, I think Holloway is going to put on a striker masterclass. I think he's going to throw like a crazy volume at him, shifting, distance control, in out, move around him. Kind of, kind of the fucking game plan he used when he fought me. It's kind of after he lost that like 20th fight to Volk. He came back, he made some adjustments, and yeah, he made adjustments to change the way he fights. And unfortunately, made those adjustments against me. I did a lot of homework. I watched about every fight he's ever had, and he fought the same way mostly. And then he decided to make a change against me, and it's doing really well. He kind of played that game with he mastered that game. He fought Gaethje. He was in, out, shifting, kicking him, annoying him, messing with him. Sick. And I think that style works very good with Charles Oliveira. Um, Oliveira obviously can snap submissions from anywhere, guillotines, triangles, like back takes are sick. If he gets hold of Max, I think. See, I didn't really get to wrestle with Max. I didn't really clinch up with him, but we did briefly clinch up, and he didn't feel like super strong. Yeah, I'm sure he's not weak, but like he didn't feel like mega physical. I imagine in like the body locks and stuff, I think Oliveira will be able to boss it and control the. Obviously they fought before, but that was at featherweight. It was a long time ago. Oliveira popped his shoulder out, but yeah, I think that Oliveira doing this high guard, flattening his feet and walking him down, it's not going to work. I can't see that working against Holloway. I think he's too good, too skilled. He's going to move in and out and drift around him. Yeah, Trey Duck. Yeah, I think I'd love to see a rematch at 155 for Holloway and Topuria. But I just think not to shit on Topuria, did what he did is sick. I just think Holloway looked so good when he fought Gaethje. He actually put the real weight on and went out, and then got the title shot at featherweight. Came back to fight Ilya. I think that coming back down a weight definitely fucks you up. You've seen it before in boxing. It just happens. You can't go up and down, even though the big weight. I think who's it? Oh, fucking Roy Jones did it. Roy Jones did it. He went up a weight. He was on top of the world. Went up, won the heavyweight title. I can't remember who they offered him. Someone in the comments might know. Not Chad Dawson, was it? No, it was. Fuck, I don't know. I forget the name. Roy Jones. He went up a weight. Won the heavyweight title against what's his face, and then he came down a weight again, and just the going up and down, it ain't good for you. I feel like John Ruiz, and then he came back down. Who did he fight when he came back down? And he lost Tava. Yes, I know who I was talking about. That's the one, Tava. Yeah, just the going up and down. It's not good. Exactly. Yeah, thank you. But I don't think once you go up, you got to be committed. But I mean, if I went up a weight and then I won, and then they offered me fucking a title fight the weight below, I'd you bet your ass I'm going back down. But yeah, opinions on Suck Medic prospect coming out of South Africa. Suck could be pretty good. No, I don't think I'm signing with Matchroom though. Yeah. So I think Holloway wins. I think he's gonna be too good, gonna move too fast, be too elusive. Just so you know, while I'm doing this live stream, I've been delivered I've been delivered a what do you call it? Fucking bangers and mash plate over here. But I know I ain't gonna eat no sausages on live stream. I got sausage mac, I got some gravy, I got a nice broccoli over there. It looks fucking banging. But I'm gonna become a fucking meme if I eat it. So you can't be eating glizzies on TV or fucking whatever it is, YouTube. Bangers and mash is sausages. Okay, you got some gravy. You have mashed potato. And sometimes people put a little veg on there. I've got a little broccoli on one. I thought you match up. Yeah, I feel like I match up good like with everyone. There's hard fights, obviously, but I think I'm the one guy in the division I can adapt. I'm like a chameleon. I can adapt to what the surround is. I don't think. And also, people haven't really seen me grapple or wrestle, so yeah, there is that. That is true. Big lunch fan. There is like 4 videos of me on YouTube eating hot dogs. Ah, fair enough. Jimmy Jazz. I got a Cobra Born thing, one of those. I just like I do a lot of driving to train it. So I need a car, and through the business I need an electric car. Fucking save money in it. Tax. Any teammates of yours I'd like to see on Contender Series from Jason Doris? Yeah, a few guys. Currently I've been sparring with Ollie Sauer, who's fighting for the Cage Warriors bantamweight title in 2 weeks, I believe. 2 weeks he's fighting there. Yeah, he's really good. Like big finisher, heavy hands, very dangerous, and very fun. You know, he always comes out for a crazy fight. I think he's suited for the Contender Series. You know, like they want to see finishes, knockouts. He brings the pain. He's fucking heavy-handed bantamweight. He's always chasing the finish. So yeah, someone I'd like to see. Yeah, we did this earlier, Darius. I think Murphy. I think Murphy is him. Yeah, I go in the sea sometimes. I haven't in a little while, but yeah, I know electric cars are getting taxed now. Yeah. Fucking yeah. Cheers, Keir Starmer. Don't get me started on Keir Starmer. How did you get your wrestling so good in the UK with no wrestling schools? I wouldn't say it's so good, but like I come from a team where we was grappling a lot and like heavy wrestling, a lot of wall wrestling, because that's something you don't really have. Like it doesn't matter if you have like a freestyle wrestling school or anything like that. They don't wrestle on the wall. Like, you know, it's a complete different style. And MMA wrestling is completely different. Actually, the worst I've ever wrestled I was sick in the fight. I was ill, but the worst I've ever wrestled was against a wrestler. And I did the whole camp like wrestling at a freestyle wrestling club. And like my wrestling was sick. Like in the not sick, but in the camp, like I was scoring points at the wrestling club, and you know, probably getting thrown mostly, but like I was scoring my own points, and I wasn't doing too bad. And then I got taken down left, right, and center in the fight. So you know, it's all good. Um, just need to learn how to grab ass. I mean, scrambling and getting away from a guy who only wrestles in the UFC is a pretty damn good display. Yeah, no, that's more jiu-jitsu. That's the thing. When you like multiply like jiu-jitsu with wrestling, it kind of like makes it a different kind of evens it up. You know, like I would never really want to like attack leg locks and be underneath a guy in wrestling or MMA. But it's so good to have those leg attacks just to enter the legs to make the wrestler like wanna bail and like Granby and stuff like that. Yeah, you could just stand up. You know, I was happy with that fight. I thought I did good. Didn't ever get held down. Like I attacked submissions. He had the wrestling. I say he had wrestling control, but he didn't really have wrestling control because it kept moving, right? So it's control if you stop. He had like wrestling control on the fence, like holding me, but whatever. Beard meets foodie. No, I watched him the other day eat like 20 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That's like mental. He's a fucking machine. What else have we got on my notes list? The Tory leader Kemi Badenoch wants war. She urged Starmer to bomb the Iranian missile sites. See, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about all that. I want to keep out of it personally, and I mean the conversation because I don't really know what I'm saying. Hmm. Thank you, thank you, Alfie. Alf. Chuffed to see you engage with fans. You represent the unassuming slash heavy spectrum British spirit and seem like a top bloke. Anyways, here's a tenner for petrol. Don't spend it all at once, treacle. Cheers, mate. I'll be putting like 1.5 liters in the car with that. Thank you, mate. I just want to confirm I'm not officially on the spectrum. Like, just in case there's any rumors that people think I am. I don't want to be the hero for the cause if I'm not officially it, you know? So, yeah, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to be the guy to carry the banister if I'm not the banister. Fucking hell. I'm not helping. I think I just failed the test. Do I wipe standing down or what? Standing up or sat down? Mate, come on. This is England. Um Keir Starmer will protect us. I saw an edit on Instagram. Heavy is the head that wears the diagnosis. The subscribers will come. Fight. I take it, Airsoft, you live in New York, right? If you want me to fight at Madison Square Garden. It's cool. I watched the GSP fight there when he fought Bisping. It was sick. It was sick to be there. The rest of the team had a bad night, so that was actually a rough night. But it was my first time in New York, and I don't know if he was a crackhead. I don't know if he was just a New York guy. I don't know if he was a regular New York guy. But he had his trousers around his ankle, and he was stood by a bin under some scaffolding. And I'm not going to say the race of the fella, but when I walked past him, he looked at me and he said, "White man rules the world, huh?" And I went, "Hell yeah!" And he went, "Man, fuck you." I just thought it was funny, but yeah, yeah, interesting. That was my first trip to New York. It was quite fun. Uh, mm, yeah, George usually actually smells good. He's never really smelt bad. Some guys have a distinct bad smell. Um, yeah, no, he's always a good smelling fella. No, I believe he was a brother. Um, give Legend of the Bench, the 100th bench, a shout out, please, mate. 200,000 followers, getting the message. Yeah, Colin Merriweather been well, you could probably put more information on there, but he's putting these like suicide awareness benches out there. It's called the Legend of the Bench charity. I unveiled one with him in Sax London, but he's the man doing everything. And they're putting benches out with basically it's got a light on. You know, if you're in an area where people are thinking about killing themselves or something like that, there's like a suicide prevention helpline on it. It's got a barcode and all this stuff like that. But yeah, just give them a follow if you could see it. It's the Legend of the Bench. Connor's put so many out, and he's doing so much for them. Yeah, get the message out there. Orange men rule the world. George does not smell like Putin, but he did. He did, and I'm not going to out him, but he got a tracksuit off Drake. Drake gave him some tracksuits from what is it, OVO or whatever, and he had a mustard stain on it for quite a while. And for a millionaire, I'm assuming he's a millionaire. I did see that tracksuit with mustard on it quite a few times. Oh yeah. So How are we getting fucking detailed? Zach Polanski or Rupert Law? I don't know. Really, I've seen the name, but I don't really know who's who. Next on my notes, Lord Mandelson, the former British ambassador, refuses to testify in the Epstein case, but there are photos of him in his pants at Epstein's flat in Paris. They're in the files. So make of that what you will. The former US or British ambassador to the US, Lord Mandelson. It's kind of a sick name, Lord Mandelson. In his pants, and if you're not English, pants we call pants. That's underwear. He's in his underwear. His briefs. He's in his jocks at Epstein's flat. He's been questioned about that, but he's refusing to testify. He might be under house arrest or something. Something about him being under. I'm not under house arrest. He's under some sort of investigation currently. What's with these guys? Also, I was looking for things to talk about earlier because the fights, I give my thoughts. It's gone. Then we just have like 30 minutes of just chatting shit. I enjoy it. It's fun. I get better at being autistic on camera, and I get to speak to you guys and read your comments and whatnot. But like, what is it with like? You read through the news. I never really read the news because it's all bullshit. Whatever side you get, whatever. I was watching the Channel 5 guys, Andrew Callahan, and they have sponsors, Ground News, and they have like it will have news and it will say like center, left, right, basically what the BBC are this, whatever. This news article is from a left-leaning company, whatever. Anyway, but I found one. It was about Chris Whitty. I don't know if anyone remembers Chris Whitty from the lockdowns or that. I don't even know what he was doing, but he's a funky-looking fella, and he was getting up some weird shit. He was talking about Ozempic and like how it would be so bad to get everyone on Ozempic for like a modern disaster or whatever. I'm just like, yeah, obviously Ozempic ain't good, but why the fuck is Chris Whitty talking about Ozempic? What does he do? He's got a health minister or something. You don't look it. Mandelstrom. David Icke, the Lizard Man OG. See, David Icke says some good stuff, and then he starts talking about like reptilians and like people just turn into scaly skin and like lizard men and stuff. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You said some good shit, and then you went on about the lizard people. And I don't. I think they're just nonsense, to be honest. I don't think they're lizards. I think they're just dirty nonsense. I have not seen the Belgian's health minister. Give me a name. Is he or she fit? Thoughts on T Ortiz fight with CT? you funny fucker. Belgium health minister. Yeah, that's true. I could do it. I am on a live stream right now, guys. Belgium. And it would be Belgian health minister, not Belgium. Maggie the Block. It's actually a name. I thought that was a fake name you were making up. Oh. You fuckers. Oh, boy. Maggie the Block. Well, I'm not going to show her because that's mean. But how does that happen? How does that happen? Who is our one? The right, fuck me, British Health Minister, RT Hon Wes Streeting MP. The Right Honourable Wes Streeting. What's he look about? What's he look like? All right. Okay. Wes Streeting ain't too bad. Sinister look in his eyes, I will say that. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. That sinister look. I see it. I don't know. Is he really here for our health? But yeah. Anyway, Why is that always a thing? Like putting that like someone crazy looking in the hmm, their eyes. Are Brits still mad about the American Revolution? No, the only thing I'm mad about is that you guys get to drive fucking sick trucks, like a sweet Dodge Ram. You know, if I would've just wanted a Ford F350, something like a dually, a dual axle. I want four wheels, four tires and wheels on the back. I want to be able to have the fucking what's it? The tow. I want to be able to tow a 20-foot container with my truck, my Dodge Ram. I want to be able to do that for no reason without getting hit by ULEZ, which is the ultra low emission zone. If you guys have any of that, you know what I mean. I drove across America, my Fort Max in Kansas City. I rented a what was it? A Yukon. It was like a 20-seater. It was fucking huge, and the guy at, like, the rental place to landed, he was like, "Oh, UFC, like, I know who you are, blah, blah, blah." And he said, "Take whatever you want." And obviously, I took the biggest car. I took the most powerful. It was the best thing they had. It was like a fucking 10-seater Yukon. I can't remember what it was, like 5-liter V8. It was sick. And you bet your ass I was giving it fucking shit every day. I fucking goosed it. I goosed it. And it didn't cost me shit. I filled up at BP. It was like $60 empty to full. I think that was like 40 quid. Like I was fucking filling up my little 1-liter Ecotech diesel piece of shit here. That was costing me about 70 quid at the time. Like, how the fuck is that happening? That was painful. And I know BP isn't British anymore. The worst thing was I filled up at BP in America and paid fuck all. But I fill up BP here, I get my pants pulled down and fingered. Yeah, the Americans are obsessed about, but yeah, I am upset that you guys have some cool shit like that. Like, we ain't really got much freedom over here with that kind of shit. You know what I mean? I'm not mad that we don't have the guns and that. Sometimes you see a guy run around with knives causing a problem. You see a video and you're like, right, if a few people had guns there and you popped him, that could have been probably saved a few people getting stabbed. But that's like an infinite problem. You can't really, there's so many scenarios that you can't really get into. Hmm. Yeah, I'm moving to lightweight. We lost because of red coats, like their aesthetics. I mean, a lot of people would say that we didn't actually lose because there is a big argument of that we just left. You know, like in Montreal, for say, I did a lot of like research on that because obviously I've lived there a little bit. Yeah, exactly. 62% tax on every fucking league. Yeah, it's a joke. Um, like Montreal, they're a French speaking nation. Don't get me started on that because they get really upset. But it was British. We said everyone could live here and do a bit of research on General Wolf. You guys do what you want, do as you please. Live here, and, practice what you preach. And now they're having French police over there, like a French fucking. What happened? Hmm. Yeah, this is it. Being like, I miss my truck so bad. I had a rusted shitbox 2006 Dodge Ram, and that thing's a beast. Yeah, oh, that's sad. Well, yeah, like in Canada, I bought a Jeep TJ. I think it's 98 TJ. It's a rusty piece of shit. 4-liter, straight six, open diff, um, get stuck. It's rotten. But I goose it. I give it some stink. And it just keeps going. Straight six, best engine ever made, I think. Mounties, they're fun. Um, I'm in England. Uj Wild Wivedi NQ4H. Hmm. Um, who do I think wins the grappling match? Silver versus Mitchell. Um, Other than in fights, you haven't really seen much of Silver's grappling, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm just interested in like the physical side of it. I think Silver be out physical him, you know. That's interesting though. It's funny they're putting it together. It's kind of cool that these grappling promos are paying good money to bring people in to do grappling comps. It just like it's high risk in it because it's all fun and games. You go with someone, whatever. But being like an MMA fighter, typically, if I roll with a pure grappler, they're going to be a better grappler than me. Like if I go to a boxing gym and I spar with a boxer equivalent level of me, they should box my head off. So you go grapple with someone that like you're there having a bit of fun in a show. For them, it's they're making their name. They go and rip your leg off. That's not very fun. Then you can't compete because you fucking blew your leg in some grappling comp. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Are we voting restore or what? Yeah, like I wouldn't mind doing one of those competitions like RAF. That was fun to watch. I don't think I'd do great, but that's the problem. I've done grappling comps in the past, and like where it's not a fight, I'm just so relaxed. I'm having a bit of fun, and the guy's trying to like rip your head off. It's tough to get in the zone when it's not a fight. It's hard to get like fired up. You know what I mean? So it's like you just I'm so relaxed. You're just like, oh, the guy's getting hyped up, slapping himself. And I'm just like, chill out, buddy. We ain't actually fighting. Hmm. Mm, yeah, Armin at RF. I don't know. I don't know where he got so hyped up. Unless they were like in on it together and they try to make a thing. Because yeah, the guy was heavy handed with the snap downs, the collar ties. He was slapping him and twisting fingers and that, but fuck, that's wrestling, isn't it? Mm, yeah, yeah. There's a that's cool. Interesting to see how much money these guys are paying for people to grapple. But when it's like MMA fighter versus MMA fighter, that's interesting because you know obviously the grappling ain't the same level. They're not. There's obviously standout guys, but like they ain't the same elite level. Who hits harder, Holloway or Silver? I don't get why everyone's going about like Silver's power. To be honest, I didn't really. I've got like a peanut head, so usually you'd say like small head, you'd take a shot worse. But like I feel like I got pretty decent. I don't really feel either. The one difference I say who hits harder, Holloway or Silver? Definitely Holloway. Um, but Silver tries harder. Like in the fight, you notice he's trying to make more power in every shot. Like he's trying to. Not Holloway's looser, and he throws like fast, cracky, whippy snap shots. But Silver's like grunting and he's trying to hurt you with every shot. So I don't think it's that he hits super hard, it's that he's trying to throw power in every shot. That's the only no, I mean it's mashed potato. A fork's full of mayonnaise is kind of weird. Even Steven Seagal. How many strikes did Max land on you? I don't know, but I think he broke some record in our fight. I think I watched it back. It was like something came up like, oh, highest strikes. He's broke 2,000 or something. Like what a machine! Not fair play. Mm, yeah, Silver does fight every time he throws. It's stunk in there. Probably not gonna watch Jai Apatai's boxing match. Not because it's on Zufu. Just like I haven't really watched much of him. It's like I don't know. I don't know really. Not really. I haven't really thought about it. See, this is the problem though. I'm not saying it's wrong, but like what it is wrong. Most significant strikes first to land 3,000. Yeah. Like, what do they count as a significant strike? Like a kick on the arms, um, you kick a leg. Is that a significant strike? There's some things that are suspect, and like it's very maybe it looks significant. Who says it's significant? But if it lands on the guy and it doesn't do any effect, and he doesn't give a shit, how is that a significant strike? If a guy throws a hook and I eat it on the shoulder or the arm, they go, "Oh, significant strike," but to me, it didn't even register. I don't know. Is it significant? I feel like you need to ask the fighter and have him go, "Yeah, that one was legit. That one hit me." No, it's not. They score like any head kick that hits arms or any head kick thrown basically that hits anything is any kick I think that's thrown is a significant shot as long as it hits something. Like you don't have to like hit the ribs, you hit the arms, you could whatever. It counts. Mm. Yeah. The strike count, that's the thing. You can often look at a fight and then look at the stats and they don't make sense. And it doesn't really mean anything, but it's a good tool to like sway people because people see it, they go, oh, well, fucking, he landed 10 shots and you land five. And it's like, well, it doesn't really mean anything. If you could land like 10 nothing set, but partially blocked, and you land um, five shots that got through clean that were more powerful, like surely the significant strike count don't mean shit. Hmm. Yeah, it's not the same as in boxing. It's very, very different actually. The judging is really different. Um, would the fighter tell the truth? Tell the truth? No, no, he wouldn't. Yeah, like on the scoring, like takedowns. It's not so much about. So the takedown counts more if the fight on the feet is dead even. So if there's no one leading the fight, then it's even little couple jabs here or there. Guy scores a takedown, and they go, all right, well, he scored a takedown, and the striking was nothing. But it's a slam that really scores. If you pick a guy up and drop him high, that's what scores because it's damage. Can't Mark Thibodeau. Mark. Sorry, I can't say it. No plans just yet to come back, but obviously I'll always be coming back. So many NPC judges default into control time. Yeah, if they don't know what they're looking at, right? But when you read the actual like rule set, it's hard to play it because fights are often judged all over the place. Like you'll watch the same card with the same judges, and they'll judge one like say they'll judge one scoring the guy who had control the winner, and then the next one they'll score the guy that had no control but he was throwing more punches. So it's hard to be consistent with it. You can't really play a game. You have to try and just win every exchange. Um, um Men are 33. What fight do you feel the most proud of your performance throughout your career? Um, probably the Max one. There was a lot going on in that camp, a lot of shit. I ain't gonna make excuses, but like I felt like I could still go and win. Um, but yeah, to come out and do the performance and go 5 rounds and push the pace and chase a legend down like that, like, I feel like I could have done a lot better in better circumstances. But again, I ain't making no excuses. He's one of the best ever. Um, but yeah, like I ain't gonna fucking put the excuse out there because I would never do that. It doesn't change the result. But yeah, things could maybe had a better circumstances, things would have gone better. But personally, I had a lot of fun. Um, dug deep, learned a lot about myself, even with things being shit, and the fight itself was fantastic. So whatever, it was a fun fight. I don't think it was close or anything like that, but like you know, he's one of the greats, and I feel like I did really good considering the circumstances, which I ain't saying. But mhm, mm. I haven't ditched the mullet; it's just growing out. Hmm. Are you going to be tramp? Yeah, I believe so. Um, Dan Hooker fight was great. Yeah, Dan Hooker fight was fun. It was really fun. Seven sizzling sausages sizzling in a saucepan. I had four sausages. Mm-hmm. Mm. I got my jiu-jitsu blue belt. Where did I get my? I think it was Eduardo Goncalves. He lives out in there's an ATT jiu-jitsu place in Miami now. I used to train us down there. I believe that was who gave me my blue belt. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, I could go live on Instagram, but probably makes sense. But I'm trying to grow the YouTube, innit? By letting you guys watch me eat dinner and then talk fights for about 10 minutes, and then everyone tunes in after. Um, stay on YouTube, yeah. Yeah. This is a high protein dinner. I got turkey sausages in it. Don't die on swine. What else have we got going? What else? There was something else. Yeah, that was it. I wanted to ask people. I know it's kind of shit because you have to leave a comment and I read it out, but like, what fights are people thinking are going to happen on the White House? Because that's got to be coming up soon, right? I don't eat pork, no. It was fine fighting Sodiq Yusuf. I was actually really underweight. That was because they did it early card. It was kind of like the COVID lockdowns. I fought him at like 10 a.m. or something, and we was in a fucking one of them hotels and shit. And one of the what do they call it? Fucking lockdown hotel things you couldn't leave. Um, and I fucked up my weight cut. The weight cut was fine. I fucked up the rehydration. I weighed. They give you a pre-fight weight, and I weighed 153. Like as we went to the fight, like 153 is what I cut weight from. Like I cut weight from 153. Usually I fight like 66, 67. So I was like 13 pounds, 12, 13 pounds underweight. I just felt I had no energy, no power. I had nothing. So yeah, it was fucked up. It was fucked up. Like I remember the UFC they gave me, this is the PR was around, they were giving me they gave me like a crazy breakfast. It was like minced turkey, fucking huge scrambled eggs, like porridge, all this stuff. And I did not eat it because I had like 2 hours till the fight, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna eat that." I didn't feel tired in my last fight. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, yeah, I didn't feel too bad. It was just the third round. I was just super tired, and I remember just on the way, I had to convince myself that it didn't matter. I was just gonna be faster. Like the weight, like being light was, I was gonna be faster. So I better do Rafi first. Yeah. Hmm. Rafi versus McGregor. That's a sick fight. I mean, I don't know how McGregor is great. He's fantastic. Like prime featherweight McGregor was like he's one of the best. But he hasn't fought in a long while. I don't know how long he's been out. But it's been a while, right? And also he's been partying. He's been doing whatever. I think he's keeping it clean now by the looks of it, from what I've heard. But I don't know. That changes week to week from what I've seen. Um, there's always going to be a big draw for him. Fuck me. I don't know. Is that the chaos you want at the White House? No, I didn't feel tired in that fight at all. Like honestly, I did not feel tired. If it was 5 rounds, I think it would have been fine. It was more of a tactical change up. I thought it was good 1-2. He came out swinging. Maybe that's why I slowed down. Uh, just tactical change. That's all. Mm, I wasn't convinced it's surprised, but he's been holding it down for like a month. All right, fair play. Sadly, I don't think we've seen any British fighters on the card. I mean, it makes sense. It's the White House. Well, there don't need to be any British guys over there. I don't. It was quite and people were like trying to ask it. Like journalists were asking fighters. I think they were trying to get like some sort of like controversial reaction, like asking what's his name, Marino. They asked me, but I'm just like I don't really care. Like would it mean a lot to me? I mean, I guess it would be really cool, but it'd be fucking weird. It'd be weird. Be like a funny thing to say in 10 years when I'm down the pub. Be like, oh, I had a fight at the White House once. Hmm. Hmm. Eddie versus Colby at lightweight. My 5-year plan. I think I'll fight for another 5 years. Yeah, probably fight for another 4 or 5 years. And then hopefully be a millionaire and just like, live it up with the CT I've gained in the arthritic hip and shoulder and hands. Probably take CBD from my eyes, like drop it in my eyes. Hopefully that works best. Yeah, I'm gonna do like another 5-10 minutes, guys. What's my post-fight protocol? I try every fight. I'm gonna stay in shape. And this fight I actually got back into sparring pretty quick, maybe too quick because I was burnt out from the camp. I had nothing really major injuries, just little annoying things. And I was just sparring. I was sparring early, and I got my nose was a bit sore from the fight, and it just slowed the healing down. Every time I got punched in the nose, it was just like, oh fuck's sake, that's back to square one again. To watch Dana White versus Eddie Hearn at the White House. That's high pressure, because Dana's boys are Trump. He's in at the White. He's putting the show on. It would be his show. Eddie Hearn versus Dana at the White House. That'd be sick. Give the Brits a little opportunity to get some back over there. Dana White gets a chance to prove he's the best promoter. Yeah. Yeah. Only 6 fights in the White. Is that right? They're all going to be title fights in the White House. That's what I've heard. Yeah, Wonder Boy would be a good shout. Colby, he's friends with Trump. No one wants to see Wonder Boy versus Colby, do they? Dana would not actually box Eddie. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he would, but I'd love to see it though. Let's have it. Let's have the boys fighting. It's sick. Do some collars. What do you mean collars? Yeah, not enough active champs for 6 title fights. That's true. Who could you have? Like Ilya Topuria, obviously, he's probably one of the biggest stars in the fight right now. But who would he fight? Maybe rematch Max. Maybe rematch if Max wins. Carl Frock versus Big John. Oh god. I saw Frock said he's out, right? Frock said Big John was pricing him out, or like Netflix were interested in making him versus Frock on the undercard of Fury's fight. But he wanted to have. He then said, "Oh, I want Tommy." Sorry. He wanted Tommy Fury on the card. I think what I want. It's bang as a mash, mate. Yeah, Mayweather versus. See, Mayweather was so desperate for money. Like he'll fight anyone right now. So I might even get that going. Me versus Mayweather. Let's have it. I'll make some fucking money against that. Let's have it. I'm fighting man. It is 8:30 p.m. for me. Yeah, I had the gravy. Of course, I had the gravy. To be fair, if my dad was running around being a knobhead like that, like fucking hell, I'd be pretty embarrassed. There's nothing you could do really, is there? But like, at least if you're gonna fight any man, at least fight any man. Like Carl Frock's quite small compared as well. Like, the Fury's are fucking giants. Why are you calling out the little Carl Frock? Only was it Frampton? Was it Frampton he called out? I can't remember. But yeah, like, what's he doing? Like, what's he doing? Just embarrassing, isn't it? Like, is he trying to sell something, or is he just like trying to stay popular? I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, let's go at 5 minutes. We're gonna go in 5 minutes. I'm gonna go watch. He is 60 years old, but like he had his career and it weren't great. Yeah, he should have got chin when he sucker punch. Yeah, sucker head by the U16 mate. I just don't know how he keeps appearing. He goes quiet. Things are good. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it. But like, he was saying to Lennox Lewis. He was saying, I think he said, I'm sure I saw something of him saying like Mike Tyson was scared of him and all in his prime and all this. And yeah, exactly. He was a journeyman. I was like, what are you on about? You literally named your son after Mike Tyson. If you were so scared, you surely ain't gonna name your son after him. Like, were you mental? A lightning prediction. You should have come early with the long prediction. Max wins. Rob Font wins. That's my lightning prediction. Book it. Bet because I can't. You bet for me because I can't. He is definitely a bully. And that's it. We have to like Pace would have a fight. He's been wrestling at the diesel stations where he's been filling his truck up. He keeps wrestling. So he's been doing some illegal street wrestling. Maybe we get Pace in for a tear up. Pace versus John Fury. Could be good. To be honest, because he's like a big bully, I think Big John probably outboxes the big Pace all day. Only fish I don't like. My dad has this habit of like tucking his shoulder on his chin and like just taking the shots on his forehead. I don't like to see it. But could be good. Get him in there, wear him out. He gets on Big John, weathers the storm, takes it on his forehead for like 10 minutes. Could be good. He might. He could. The thing is, when you fight someone like Oliveira, you could get submitted. Anyone could get submitted, but I don't think necessarily if he gets knocked down, he gets submitted. Yeah, he's good at scrambling. Always, Oliveira's submissions come from like I know he has had some, but like he gets knocked down and then brings you into his guard. You know what I mean? Mm. Yeah, every member of his family be on the other card. But see that no, maybe I'm in the firing line now because Carl Froch said some stuff. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, Cody Garbrandt. He's fine. That guy Zhao Long, I think. Thank you, buddy. Kane, thank you. What do you mean Holloway doesn't have that knockout power? He literally knocked Gaethje in the fucking next year. Like, what do you mean? Of course he has power. He's shown it at lightweight. He definitely has that knockout power. John Jones, is he the best fighter in history? No, no, he's exempt from it because he's a steroid guy. You fail a test, you're out of the list automatically. That's my thing. That's why GSP is the go always. You know, it's the best career, best resume, never pop. He's the goat. Max fighting Charles Chin for sure. Yeah, I think he's just gonna keep moving and pepper him a lot. Kick his calf, move around him, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Lerone Murphy. I said it already. Sorry, John, disrespect. It's all good. We've got a t-shirt on mightymerch.co surf shirt. You can get yourself one of those. Thanks to John. His coach bought one actually. That's very nice. Yuri has the most entertaining style. Yeah, he gets stronger the more he gets hit. That's pretty weird. I'm in England right now, not in London. I think Pete. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go eat some cookies or something. I don't know. Something scary. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll try and keep it going. 7:30 p.m. GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. I don't know if we're in British Standard Time. I thought they're both fucking same thing. I think. 7:30 p.m. usually falls on dinner time for me, and then whatever there is going on, we'll try and talk about it. I'm not going to bed, and then say I'll try and keep a video out. I was meant to get a video training with my dad this week, but he's been away. He's been working away in the truck a lot, and then I just got busy, and what I mean, I got a lot going on with the bush. I've got a beef going on with the bush. I've been cutting the grass. I bought a McAllister lawnmower. It's the cheapest the one B&Q has. It's the worst in class. I also bought a McAllister saw because also it's 30 quid. And I didn't want to buy the next one up, which was like Ryobi or whatever, because they didn't sell it with the battery, and then that pissed me off. Um, then it was like, oh, you can get a DeWalt one, which is like hundreds. And I'm like, I just want to cut this fucking bush down, to be honest with you. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and have a good weekend. Have a good night. Leatherface uses Ryobi. DeWalt is goated. Yeah, to be honest, I'd rather Milwaukee tools, innit? But yeah. Good night, goodbye, good morning, happy Easter, wherever you are.